When we think of inventors, we picture Edison or the Wright brothers, geniuses in old photos who changed the world. Their inventions shaped the course of history, lighting up cities and taking humanity to the skies. These pioneers worked in a time when resources were scarce, and every breakthrough felt like magic. Their stories have inspired generations, reminding us that one idea can change everything. But the age of invention isn't over, it's evolving. Today, the spirit of innovation is more alive than ever, fueled by new tools and a global community. The world is changing faster than ever before, and so are the people who are shaping it. Today's inventors are young, diverse, and often work from their bedrooms or garages, not fancy labs. They come from every background and corner of the world, united by curiosity and a drive to create. Their workspaces might be cluttered with wires and notebooks, but their ideas are limitless. With the internet, 3D printers, and affordable electronics, anyone can learn to build almost anything. Online tutorials, open source communities, and virtual mentors make knowledge accessible to all. The barriers to entry have never been lower, and the possibilities have never been greater. Young people aren't just using technology, they're creating it, solving real problems and pushing boundaries. They're building robots, developing apps, and inventing solutions for challenges their communities face. Their creativity is matched only by their determination to make a difference. What sets them apart is their fearlessness. They see challenges as opportunities. Instead of being discouraged by obstacles, they embrace them, learning and growing with every setback. Their resilience is a powerful force, driving them to keep going when others might give up. They don't wait for permission or credentials. They dive in, learn, and build. Whether it's late nights spent tinkering or weekends devoted to prototypes, their passion fuels their progress. They know that experience comes from doing, not just studying. We're seeing teenagers launch satellites, design medical devices, and write software that changes lives. Their projects are ambitious, tackling everything from climate change to healthcare. They're not waiting for the future, they're building it, one invention at a time. You don't need a degree or decades of experience, just a good idea, curiosity, and persistence. The most important tools are a willingness to learn and the courage to try. Every great invention starts with a single spark of inspiration. These young makers are the pioneers of our future. Their inventions will shape the world we live in tomorrow, and their stories are just beginning. Their workshops are the new frontiers of discovery. In these creative spaces, ideas are born, tested, and brought to life. Every tool, every sketch, every experiment is a step towards something extraordinary. Their stories inspire us all. They remind us that innovation isn't reserved for a select few. It's open to anyone willing to dream and do the work. They show us how anyone can help build a better world. The new age of inventors is here, and it's more exciting, inclusive, and hopeful than ever before. Meet Cooper Taylor, a 17-year-old with a passion for invention and a mind full of big ideas. From a young age, Cooper was fascinated by how things work, always tinkering with gadgets and pulling apart old electronics just to see what was inside. Now, he's taken that curiosity to the next level by building a high-performance drone entirely from scratch, using skills he's taught himself through trial, error, and endless hours of research. But this isn't just any drone. Cooper's creation is a vertical takeoff and landing, or VTOL aircraft. It can lift off straight up like a helicopter, then seamlessly transition to flying forward like an airplane, combining the best of both worlds in one sleek machine. Cooper's journey started with a simple question: how do things fly? That curiosity soon grew into a mission to make advanced flight technology more accessible, not just for himself, but for anyone who dreams of building something extraordinary. He challenged himself. Could he design and build a powerful, innovative drone for a fraction of what commercial models cost? The idea seemed ambitious, but Cooper was determined to prove it possible. In his home workshop, surrounded by spools of 3D printer filament, circuit boards, and a jumble of tools, Cooper set out to turn his vision into reality. He transformed his garage into a mini-lab, where creativity and resourcefulness were his greatest assets. Every single part, from the lightweight wings to the custom motor mounts, was carefully designed, tested, and fabricated by Cooper himself. He wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty or to start over when things didn't work out. Using advanced CAD software and a trusty 3D printer, Cooper experimented with countless prototypes. He learned from every failure, tweaking his designs and pushing the limits of what he could achieve, all while keeping costs low and learning valuable engineering skills along the way. The result? A drone that's more than just a cool gadget. It's a symbol of ingenuity, perseverance, and the power of youthful determination to solve real-world challenges. Cooper's story proves that the next big breakthrough in technology doesn't have to come from a billion-dollar lab. Sometimes, all it takes is a teenager's workshop, a bold idea, and the courage to chase it. So what sets Cooper's drone apart? First, cost. Professional VTOL drones can cost tens of thousands, but Cooper's uses affordable materials and electronics. The secret? 3D printing. He prints parts quickly and cheaply, tweaking designs after every test flight. This rapid prototyping lets him improve constantly, without waiting or spending a fortune. But it's not just about saving money. His design is clever and original. He wrote custom software to handle the tricky transition from vertical to forward flight. He combined off-the-shelf sensors in new ways, making his drone powerful and cost-effective. It flies fast, carries payloads, and rivals expensive models. Cooper's work democratizes advanced tech, opening doors for others. He proves innovation is about creativity, not budget. That's the true spirit of a maker. Every invention starts with a spark, an idea you can't shake. It might come to you in a quiet moment or strike suddenly when you least expect it. That spark is the beginning of a journey, one that demands curiosity, courage, and a willingness to fail. For Cooper, it was the challenge of building a VTOL aircraft, a machine that could take off and land vertically, just like the futuristic vehicles he'd seen in movies and dreamed about as a kid. He spent weeks designing digital models, learning aerodynamics and CAD. He pored over online tutorials, watched countless videos, and read articles late into the night, determined to understand every principle that would help his design fly. Once satisfied, he 3D printed each component, fuselage, wings, motor mounts, carefully watching as his digital vision took shape in the real world, layer by layer. Prints failed, parts didn't fit, but every setback taught him something new. He learned to troubleshoot, to adapt his designs, and to see mistakes as opportunities for growth. With the frame built, he tackled electronics, choosing motors, wiring, and the flight controller. Each decision required research, patience, and a steady hand. Then came programming, configuring flight software and writing code for the drone's unique abilities. He spent hours debugging, testing, and refining the code to make sure every command would translate into smooth, stable flight. Test flights were rough, crashes happened, but Cooper saw each as valuable data. Every failed launch was a lesson in resilience and problem-solving. He analyzed, adjusted, and tried again. Each tweak brought him closer to success, and every improvement was a small victory. This relentless cycle of building, testing, and improving led to a drone that finally soared. The moment it lifted off, all the hard work and late nights felt worth it. Cooper's persistence turned a spark into a flying machine. His determination transformed a simple idea into a tangible, working invention. His journey is a masterclass in learning by doing. Every challenge he faced became a stepping stone, and every obstacle was a chance to grow. Every failure was a step forward. Each mistake brought him closer to mastery, and every revision made the final product stronger. That's how real innovation happens, through persistence, creativity, and the courage to keep going, even when things get tough. Cooper's hard work paid off when he entered his drone in a national science fair. Surrounded by brilliant students, his VTOL drone stood out. Judges were amazed, not just by the drone, but by Cooper's deep understanding and self-taught skills. He won an $8,000 college scholarship, validating his passion and talent. But the recognition didn't stop there. News of his low-cost, high-performance drone reached the US military. The Department of Defense saw real-world potential in his design. The US Navy awarded Cooper a $15,000 research grant to continue his work. For a 17-year-old, this was monumental, a vote of confidence from top engineers. The funding let him upgrade his project and aim even higher. Cooper proved that passion and persistence can open extraordinary doors. Cooper's story proves innovation has no age limit. We often think only adults or experts can invent, but that's just not true. A brilliant idea can come from anyone, 17 or 70. Today's young people are digital natives, unafraid of code or electronics. They see new possibilities where others see obstacles. Affordable tools like 3D printers and microcontrollers put manufacturing power in anyone's hands. The only real barrier is imagination and willingness to learn. That's why we must support innovators of all ages. Give them resources, mentorship, and encouragement. Cooper's journey isn't an anomaly. It's a glimpse of what's possible when young people are empowered. The next big thing can come from anywhere, at any time. Age is no limit to creativity. Cooper's story isn't just inspiring, it's a call to action. Don't just admire what he did. Ask yourself, what can I make? The curiosity that drove Cooper lives in all of us. Start small. Pick a project that fascinates you. Whether it's automating your garden or building a simple gadget, the process matters more than the result. Get your hands dirty, learn by doing, and turn ideas into reality. Don't fear failure. It's where the real learning happens. Every mistake is a clue that brings you closer to success. Embrace setbacks. They're stepping stones, not roadblocks. Share your journey. Post photos, write blogs, or make videos. Connect with the global maker community for support and inspiration. By sharing, you might inspire someone else to start. Making is a cycle. Learn, build, share, repeat. So follow your curiosity and unleash your inner maker. Stories like Cooper's do more than entertain. They show us what's possible. Highlighting young innovators sends a powerful message. Your ideas matter, and you can make a real impact. For many, STEM can seem abstract or intimidating, but stories like this make it tangible and exciting. They show that engineering is about building, experimenting, and solving real problems. These stories inspire not just students, but parents and teachers to support hands-on learning. They foster a culture that values curiosity and creativity. In a world full of challenges, stories of youthful ingenuity offer hope. By celebrating these journeys, we spark a cycle of innovation for the future. The future brings both challenges and opportunities. Who will lead us through? Makers like Cooper Taylor give us hope. The future isn't something that happens to us, it's something we build. We must empower the next generation of creators with tools, mentorship, and freedom to explore. Let's value the messy, iterative process of invention, not just the final product. Encourage curiosity, risk-taking, and learning from failure. Cooper's story is a blueprint for what's possible. With passion and support, young people can achieve the extraordinary. The future is in your hands. What will you make?